Welcome to Mic'd Up Magic with Austin and Katelyn. You are listening to episode 3, all about Disney dining, quick service and snacks edition, where we will be discussing the Disney dining plan, Disney's quick service dining options, our favorite Disney snacks, and some of our favorite restaurants. We hope you enjoy. Episode 3, baby. Let's go. We just filmed the beginning of this like for one time through, and I was just like thrown off by I don't think, maybe it's just because I've been off for too long and I just don't remember how the echo sounds, but the echo was really throwing me off in my ear, and I just made Austin stop it to listen just to make sure it was fine. So
we are good. Everything is good.
Ozzy's a little bit annoyed with me that we restarted, but it's fine.
Well, no, I'm not annoyed. It's just, it sounds the same as every other time.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. Yeah. So today we are doing everything Disney dining, like I said, quick service and snacks. So we will do another episode in the very near future, all about table service restaurants specifically. But today we're just focused on quick service and snacks. And this is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long episode. It's probably going to be the same amount of time as the last episode. So buckle in. Hope you're on a long car journey. And yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
There is lots to talk about, and we've eaten lots of foods, and we have lots of opinions, I think.
Yeah, we've been very lucky, and like we've had the opportunity to go obviously so many times in the last however many years, and we definitely we like to stick to our favorites, but we also try like different places, I feel like. And yeah, we have a lot of different areas where we can kind of touch on. So yeah.
And like we've done the dining plan a few times, and then obviously they took it away, so then we were forced not to, and then they brought it back now. So there's a lot of like kind of little tidbits we'll give as we go through. Yeah.
And again, we're just two people. There's like, I'm sure there's like, there's tons of different ways to do every type of Disney dining. This is just how we do it and how it works for us. And I feel like it's how it is.
And then,
cool.
If anybody disagrees with us or thinks that there's ways that we could be doing things better, then
let us know. If you're like, girl, why are you going to have this when you could have this, or whatever.
Yeah.
Let us know. We're open. Okay, so let's quickly get into Disney news, and then we'll get into it because, like I said, it's gonna be a long one. So, first Disney news item that we will touch on is in 2025 for check-in dates. I'm wording this weird. 2025 check-in dates allow water park access on check-in day. So anytime between January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025, any day on your check-in day, you are able to have full access to one of Disney's 2 water parks, either Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach, whichever one is open at the time you go, I'm assuming is what they were trying to get at, because I feel like it is always like if one's open, the other one's closed right now. But yeah, you get full access. So here's my thing. Right away when I saw this, so my friend Claire sent this to me because I was at work, and she was just like, oh my gosh, did you see this? And I was like, oh my gosh, what a good and fun idea. Like, especially for us, we always get the earliest flight possible we can to get into Disney. We want to maximize our time. And like, we don't normally do I think we've done it 50-50. Sometimes we do a park day on the first day, and sometimes we don't. And I just feel like this is for us specifically, I feel like this is such a good opportunity and experience and thing to do on your check-in day that, I'm sorry, the water parks do not take a full day. So, I mean, they can, but like for us, they don't take a full day. So for you to, maybe you land at like 10 o'clock. By the time you get your bag, you check into your resort, it's whatever, 12, even 1. Technically, your check-in isn't until 3, so all you do, drop your bags at bell service, and then head on over to whatever water park you want to go to. And I was like, this is amazing. This is a great opportunity. It's a good benefit for the guests. Disney's going to benefit from it a ton because it's going to bring so much more revenue into their water park specifically. So for your check-in day, like, you're going to go there, you're going to spend money there, you're going to buy whatever. If it's your first day, you're probably a little bit more like, oh, I want to buy this random souvenir. Like, it's my first day, blah, blah, blah. So it's like all these little things, right? And then I'm like, yeah, this is the best. And then we go on all the comments on all these Instagram posts about these like check-in benefits, and everybody is just complaining. Oh, this is terrible. What a bad thing to do. Oh, Disney, you're copping out. Blah, 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 blah. And I just don't agree. I don't think people are seeing the true benefit of it.
No, and the good thing too is a lot of people who wouldn't go to the water parks will be able to go to the water parks now. Not like us, we already have gone and like to go, so like we kind of know, but a lot of people who you have to get the Park Hopper Plus to even be able, or buy a water park ticket specifically to be able to go. So it's just another extra cost that has always kind of been there. So now having it included in your check-in day, like so many more people are going to get to go, and then that's going to end up, everyone's going to like it because they are good
They're
water parks.
so fun.
So then they're going to want to come back, and I don't understand why people aren't happy about it. Like I get that there's other things that they want brought back, like Magical Express, all that blah blah blah, all the stuff that they used to have. That's like they're saying like, oh, like they're just doing this and kind of brushing all that other stuff under the rug. But this is a really good perk.
I don't know. Like genuinely, how many people? I mean, it's probably a lot. There's probably a lot of people that do arrive late in the day. So like I get it. Like if you're, because I think if you take flights later in the day, they're cheaper. Like I think if you like slightly. So maybe people are trying to like, maybe people are flying in at like 5-7 o'clock at night, and it's like, okay, yeah, obviously you're not gonna like get the benefits of that, but like for us, like we always get the early morning flight. And maybe if you never used to get the early morning flight, maybe you will now, because you're like, wow, like I get this whole benefit. Like take advantage of the benefits that Disney's gonna give. Because obviously they're going to profit off of the people that aren't going to use it. But then the people that are going to use it to your advantage. And now it's like, instead of having to take a whole morning out of a park day later in your vacation, you're like, if you want to go to the water parks, like now you can go to the water parks on your check-in day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And who knows? Maybe they might even make their hours longer. Like, I don't even know how long the water parks are open till right now, but they might even extend them. Who knows? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think we will benefit from it the most, which is why I wanted to talk about it quickly now. And I feel like if your family is like unsure or whatever, I would say look into it. Look into an earlier flight. Look into what time you get there. Disney will hold your bags for free. They don't charge you to hold your bags. They literally drop them in your room when they're ready, like when your room's ready. So, I mean, heck yeah. Especially if you're staying at an All-Star or like a Pop Century resort. Like those pools are like not the best pools, like really, like there's no water slides, there's no whatever, like
they just
maybe
get crowded and whatever.
Yeah, like maybe if you're staying at a deluxe resort, you might not want to, like you might be like, oh well, our pools are good here, but I don't know, I feel like
still
just go do it.
Yeah, because you get like the wave pool and then all, like the slides are all good and the raft rides are good, like the water parks are fun.
Yeah,
so I think,
well, to be fair, we've only ever been to Typhoon Lagoon. We've never been to Blizzard Beach.
Yeah, Typhoon Lagoon
is fun.
Yeah, and like take advantage of what they're going to give you. Like, don't complain about it. Take advantage of it.
Exactly. Anyways, that's our 10-minute spiel on just the water park situation. Okay. Next little tidbit. Flower and Garden Festival started technically last week. I think it was like Wednesday or Tuesday. But the one specific thing that I wanted to talk about, as I know of right now, there's 2 new topiaries. One of them is at the very front of the park, is the new Wish topiary. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know her name, Asha, I think. And then the little star. We still haven't seen Wish, which I'm really sad about because I wanted to see it in theaters, and then it was just timing, I think, was bad. We couldn't really get out there. So that's at the front. But the one I'm most excited for is that there is a new Groot topiary, and it is like the coolest topiary ever. I don't know, Ozzy, if maybe you can put something up on the screen to like show, but like it's Groot in front of not Mission Breakout. That's in California. What's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy. Cosmic Rewind. Sorry. so many informations flowing in my head. But yeah, he's like standing in front of the ride, and he's like holding his hands up, and he's got like the little mixtape in his thing, and then the little mixtape wheels actually move in the topiary. I'm like, that is so cool. So that's so fun because they reuse the topiaries year after year, so it's fun to see new ones come in and out, you know?
Yeah, man.
So I don't know. I just wanted to comment on that quick.
That was one thing I saved that I was gonna bring up if you didn't bring it up.
Yeah, it's cute. And we love Flower and Garden Festival. It's like one of our favorite festivals. Yep. I think for both of us. We've only ever done 2 of them, but like 2 of the festivals. So it is one of our favorites though. Okay, and then the last thing, this isn't really Disney news. This is more our news that we're kind of give ourselves a little self promo here. But this coming Friday, if you are listening to this live on Tuesday, March the 5th. This coming Friday, the 8th, I believe. I should have confirmed these dates. We will be going live with Brandon and Heidi over on It's Always Sunny.
Yep.
And we will be going live alongside Brianna Tata, if you don't know, on YouTube with her fiance Corey. And the 6 of us are going to be on a live stream together, and we're just going to have lots of fun, play lots of fun Disney games. And yeah, we go live with Brandon and Heidi every once in a while. But this will be fun to go live with Brianna and Corey as well. So if you guys are free and you want to jump on the live and come say hi and see us in a live setting, it'd be fun.
It'll be a good time.
So I just wanted to give a quick little shout out there to go check it out. So we will leave their stuff down below in the show notes and the description.
Yes. Nice.
I'm getting the lingo. Okay, let's jump in. So we're going to be very broad, but also very specific about this topic. So I feel like what we'll try and do is like, we'll be very like, if you know nothing about Disney dining at all, you will get a good amount of info. But if you already know a good amount of info, I feel like there might be small little tidbits that like maybe will help you also. I didn't want to I didn't know, how broad or how specific we had to be. So I feel like a lot of questions that I've gotten in the past and that I went on our Instagram and I said like, what information do you guys want to know from the from these episodes? And a lot of it was like throughout. It was like either like very specific questions or very like, is the dining plan worth it? What is it? Like, how do I use it? What do I pick for my dining? Whatever. So we're trying to cover as many bases as we can here. So, yeah. Okay. Also, I wanted to give a quick shout out for all the people watching YouTube. We have our resident chef here. We have Remy on our table because I figured he had to be here because he is the true chef and he is like, the little foodie. So he's saying that he supports this message that we're giving to you guys.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first, let's talk about the Disney dining plan. So everybody's question, what is the Disney dining plan? In my own words, the Disney dining plan is an additional paid add-on to your Disney vacation package that allows you to have credits to use towards food and dining in the Disney parks, resorts, and Disney Springs. Note, you have to be staying on Disney property to be able to purchase this package. And you get to purchase this for the length of the nights of your stay. So if you're staying for 9 days, 8 nights, you're not getting 9 of every credit. You're getting 8. So it's for the amount of nights. So that's one thing. And then again, you have to be staying on Disney property to purchase the package. So it's when you're buying, like when you're staying on Disney property, you're getting tickets for the parks, and then you can add on this Disney dining package. And then what does this package include? So there's 2 different Disney dining plan options. You're either getting a quick service plan, which you get 2 quick service meals, 1 snack, and you get your resort refillable mug per day. Or you get the regular plan, which is 1 quick service dining, 1 table service dining, and then 1 snack per day plus your resort refillable mug. And your resort refillable mug lasts you for 14 days. So if you're staying any longer than that, then it's not like you have to just like repurchase a new one, I guess. But I don't think many people are staying longer than 14 days.
Don't think so.
If you are, what do you do for a living? And I'd like to know. But yeah, so that's like the gist of it. And again, we'll get into like the nitty gritty of what like a quick service meal is versus a table service. But essentially your quick services are your fast food and your table services are, as it says, like table service. Yep. And so essentially what you're doing is you are prepaying for your food and snacks and then using credits to pay for your meal. So you're not getting much of a discount when you're doing this. Like what we've established and what we've priced out when we've done it in the past, you're getting a slight discount in ways. Yeah, you go.
It just depends on how much you eat.
Yes.
So which we're gonna we're gonna get to, I think, basically right now.
Yeah.
But if you eat, I don't like it, you're not gonna eat.
I'll get into it. I got details. I got specifics.
Yeah, especially with the regular plan where you get the table service meal, the quick service meal, and the snack per day. Like, one table service meal per day, it can be a lot of food. Like every single day on your trip, and that's a table service meal per person. Like, it's a lot of food.
Especially if you're doing buffets. Like if you're doing buffets, if you're doing like family style, holy moly, that would feed you for a day.
Mm-hmm. But then the other thing there's to think about too is if you are wanting to eat at some like a handful of nicer restaurants, those can take 2 table service credits.
Yes. There's not a lot of them, but there are some, and you just have to look into it yourself.
Yeah, so there are a couple more caveats that are kind of more deeper in the weeds.
Yeah.
But for example, something that would take 2 is like Ohana. No, Ohana doesn't take 2?
I think it
used to, didn't it?
No, it didn't. It's like, I think it's like, I don't even remember them anymore. I think California Girl was one of them. I think that, honestly, I don't even remember, Austin.
But anyways, there are a couple. So if you are planning on getting the dining plan, just look into the specific restaurants, especially those nicer ones, because some of them do take 2 credits.
Yeah, there's very few right now, but they definitely do take 2. Okay, so basically, yeah, so you're prepaying for your food and your snacks. Don't think of it as like, oh, I'm getting an all-inclusive package or anything. Like, technically it's gonna feel like that because you're just gonna beep your magic band and magically a 1 credit goes away and you get a whole meal, which is great and fun and dandy, and it definitely makes things easier for sure. It'll feel like it's easier.
It is easier. It's 100% easier.
But
especially because like you're
not consciously thinking about how much money you're spending also.
Well, you prepay for it, so you can kind of pay leading up to your trip. You book your trip a year away, and you add the dining plan onto your package, so you can kind of save up or just pay it in chunks.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you could just save the money and then bring it there, but it is easier to know the amount and kind of pay as you go.
Yeah.
So you are still paying, but it's more convenient when you're there. 100%. Like it just feels better than
it does.
Every time you go to buy something, it's like
you're like,
$35, $35. You're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people's biggest question with the dining plan is it worth it? So without getting too nitty gritty, the best thing to do to determine this for yourself and your family would be looking into the following. So I have a couple different things for you specifically to think about. At the end of the day, everybody's different. Everybody's going to say, like, one family will say, yeah, this is worth it for me. One family will say, no, it's not worth it for me, whatever. So things to think about. How much do you eat at home? Are you someone who on a daily basis in the summer, remember, in the summer, because I feel like a lot of people eat way less in the summer than they do in the winter because you're hot and you're whatever. In the summer, are you eating 2 to 3 full meals a day? Are you someone who likes smaller meals or likes to share meals? So if you're somebody who, like, yes, at home, every single day, I eat a full breakfast, I eat a full lunch, I eat a full dinner, and I snack throughout the day, then okay, yeah, maybe the dining plan for you is worth it. Also, sorry, this is gonna be jumpy, I feel like. So I'm sorry, you guys, try your best to follow along as best you can, but you cannot just purchase the package for one person or 2 people of your thing. It has to be everybody. So everybody is included. If you're buying the dining plan, everybody has to be doing the dining plan. So you can't just be like, maybe Austin fully, he eats 3 full meals a week or 3 full meals a week. Wow.
You're starving me over here.
3 full meals a day. But like I don't. So then like you would have to take that into account as well. Yeah. Like, think of everybody. But yeah, so if you're all are people who always eat 2 to 3 meals a day, then maybe it's something. But if you're somebody who likes smaller meals, if you like to just kind of like snack a little bit throughout the day, if you're somebody who likes to share meals, like maybe it's not a good idea for you because there's like like you don't need that much
Yeah,
food.
you're just gonna get too much food, and especially with kids, it's tough because
How do you know?
well, because no, I don't personally know,
Yeah.
but they
You
are also
imagine.
included on that dining plan,
Yeah.
so they get their own credits.
But they also get kids meals for sure. Like you don't get full
Yes,
sizes, but
but you're still paying the full price for the dining plan.
I think it's cheaper.
Oh,
It's
is it a little bit
for
cheaper for kids?
Yeah, like
Up
if
to
you're
a certain
adding,
age.
yeah, if you're adding on a kid, it's like a little bit cheaper.
Um,
But yeah,
yeah, and then the other thing too to think about is from before they took away the dining plan before COVID, you could exchange your
hold
extra.
on, I have that coming.
I know you do. I know you do. But so you could exchange your extra credits for snacks at the end of your trip. So if you went for 8 days and you only ended up eating 7 table service meals, you have that extra table service credit. You could just go to Goofy's Candy Co. and buy some treats to bring home.
Yeah.
So then you could kind of get some of that value back, but now they don't allow that at all. You cannot transfer any of your credits for snacks.
Yeah.
So that's another thing to think about, because that was something where it's like, we're going to get it. We may not use it all, but at least we'll be able to bring home a bunch of snacks.
Yeah.
So that is not an option anymore.
Yeah.
And so just keep that in mind as well. If you've been if you've heard that from before or used it in the past, like just know that you cannot do that anymore.
Yeah. Another tidbit here that we have, like, think about with you and your family. Are you someone who is a bit more selective of an eater, or is there somebody who is a little bit more selective of an eater? For example, like allergies, food preferences, food aversions. It might not be worth it because some of those more simple meals are typically less expensive. So if you're somebody who, like, if you don't like more adventurous foods, if you're just like, I will have chicken nuggets and fries and pizza and burgers all week long, I have no problem with that. I would say it's not worth it for you because you're already getting the cheaper meals on the list of meals from every restaurant. So, it's you're decreasing that value. You want to make sure you're hitting that value every day. I have written down here also what you need to be spending a day around, I'll kind of let you know too, but something to think about. Also, like, do you want to take time to sit down and have a full meal and commit to around 2 to 3 hours for food, which includes like travel time to get to your restaurant, get seated, sit down, eat.
These are for table service meals.
These are for table service specifically. But like, if that's something you want to commit to, like you fully are committing 2 to 3 hours. Disney likes to say that they recommend if you're having to travel somewhere to get to a meal, they want to say have around an hour to an hour and a half travel time. Even though everything's fairly close in Disney World, you never know with the buses, if you're taking an Uber, if you're taking the monorail, whatever, give yourself that extra buffer time to get there. So already that's taking away an hour and a half. You're probably going to be sitting down for an hour, and then wherever you need to be after, it's probably going to be another half hour. So it's a lot of time you're factoring out of your day to do sit down meals.
Yep.
So that's sit down meals specifically, but just things to think about if you're like, okay, yeah, we are going to do a dining plan. Okay, but do you want to do one where you're doing a table service every single day, or do you want to do one that's only quick service, like only just like fast food restaurants? Okay, so also things to remember: Disney portions are big, and then typically, like, we like to use a snack credit. Like when we were using the dining plan a lot, we would use a snack credit on breakfast because it's just like an easy little bite. And then you would be having like your quick service at lunch and then your table service at dinner. Or if you're doing 2 quick services, you're doing your lunch and dinner. And then again, like Ozzy said about you can't trade your credits in anymore for snacks. So another thing to think about, you have to be using those credits and you have to be on top of like really eating all that food. So price per person per day approximately. This is for an adult. This isn't for kids. So again, look up what you need to look up if you do have kids. But from an adult perspective, price per person per day. So if you're doing the quick service plan, you have to be spending total in your day, every day, at least $57 a day on food to make your dining plan worth it. And for the regular one, so your sit down one, you have to be spending around $95 per person per day on food.
Is that before tax?
That is before tax.
Okay.
There is, however, small tax in Florida. So, I mean, take with that what you will, but around that is what you would be spending. So for example, today, when I'm going to be sharing some of the things that we like to eat around Disney World, I have all the prices included. So if you're free, if you have a pen and paper and want to write some of these things down, you would be like, oh yeah, I actually really would probably eat that, write down the price, and like plan out a day where you'd be like, okay, I feel like that would be likely something I would eat in a day, and see what you add up to. Because especially with quick service, like, I mean, I'll get into it right here, but like you really want to make sure you're getting the value, because if you're not meeting that $57 a day, instantly not worth it, in my opinion. Like even the ease of it, even just like that I've already prepaid for or whatever, like you're probably losing out on a lot of money, like really. So anyways, we just said, like, for me specifically, I don't know if you're going to be like, yeah, I agree with this. But my biggest tip in determining if you're going to utilize the full value is go into the Disney app, look at what a day of eating would likely be like for you, and price out and see if you're meeting that daily value. So just make sure that that's something that you're going to be doing every single day. Remember, maybe one day you're going to be really hungry, and then the next day you're not going to be hungry at all. Like it's tough. It's tough to do.
Yeah. And then also, like, if you end up wanting, say you go with the quick service dining plan, but you want to eat 2 table service meals because of whatever reason, right? Like you have to pay for those additionally, and you're already getting the credits for that day with your plan. So then
well, you can move them around though. Like in a day.
No, I know, but they give you 1 snack and 2 quick service per day.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a table service, you got to bump one of those quick services to another day, or you got to eat like a stupid amount of food,
a full lunch, and then a sit down deal.
Yeah. So even if you're planning on doing a couple of table service meals, but you don't think the full meal plan is worth it, like it's really hard to even just downgrade to the quick service plan, because again, like they don't care that you're taking table service meals. Like they give you the credits per day for your trip.
Yeah.
So it's almost, in my opinion, if the dining plan fits perfectly with how you're going to eat there, it could be worth it. But if you're going to stray, and even if you're going to want to go off property or go to Disney Springs and eat somewhere that maybe, because there are some places that don't accept dining plan, I think, at Disney Springs.
Yeah, there's a couple. So
like if you're going to do one of those, or you're going to go off site, or you're going to have a table service, like I don't think it's worth it. Like, because they really do a good job at giving you what you need, and like, but if you don't follow it, then you're losing value like instantly.
Yeah, like you lose value quick with the Disney dining plan, I think. So for us being a couple of adults who we like food, like one of the best things about going to Disney World for me is the food. Like I love the food there. We try things all the time. We constantly are eating throughout the day. And like I used to swear by it. And then, however, having it taken away after COVID, and then we were paying out of pocket for a while, we just decided that one, we were probably overeating in the parks before when we were using the dining plan, because we were trying to get that value so high, right? Or we were not using it to the full best value. So right now we are team no dining plan, and we just like to pay out of pocket, because really, like, it is shocking how much we share meals. Because like really, like, I feel like I'm a big eater, but even when we're at Disney, like if we share a meal, like I think I have a quarter of what the meal is, you have the 3/4, and then I'll just go get a snack later. And it's like, at the end of the day, if you're paying, $19 to split a quick service meal, and then $5 for me to go buy a snack in 20 minutes because I'm hungry again, it's like that is so much more cheaper than having to spend all that money on snacks. So for us, I just wrote, like, it's very tempting for it to feel like it's an all-inclusive and something that you don't financially have to worry about when you're there, because it's already paid for. But if you're looking for value specifically, genuinely think you will save more money by just spending out of pocket as you go, because you will already be thinking consciously towards the foods and the prices. If it's something that really is something that you're thinking about and you're being like stressful about food, I would say skip it. Okay, so now we are done with the Disney dining plan. We have told you what we know. We've told you our information. I would say still go look into it. Feel like, do what you need to do. Look into it. But that was our opinion on it. So moving in, let's get right into the quick service restaurants. This is what we're here for. This is what we're excited for. So What is a quick service restaurant, you may ask? These are your classic fast food restaurant options. Think McDonald's, Wendy's. These are places where you would be getting something as a snack or mostly full meals, but you don't have to sit down and spend a lot of time at. Hence the word quick. So, these are like, if you want to sit down for a quick lunch, you want to have a little break, you want to spend maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, even, who knows, 20 minutes, whatever you want to spend time at, to just have a sit, have something to eat, and then get your booty going to get on some more rides, meet some characters, do what you need to do in fast amount of time. Okay, so we're going to go through and kind of tell you guys what we like to eat, our favorite places to eat in each park, what we like to eat. So maybe if you're going for a trip, you can have some ideas on where to eat or what to get when you get there. Also, like I said at the beginning there, we'll talk a little bit too about the pricing. So if you want to try and price out, a couple days worth of eating to see if you would get to that, high price point, here you go. Yep. And obviously, like when we're sharing these places, like we are sharing like 1 to 3 things probably per place. So there obviously is other options that are there, but we're just sharing what we like to eat and we like to get. Let's go.
Yep.
So do you want to alternate? You want to I'll say the first one, then you can say the second one, or you want me to just
go like restaurant by restaurant?
Keep going.
Like back and forth.
Like I'll say the first restaurant, you say the second one? Okay, cool.
Sure.
So first park we are headed to is Magic Kingdom. I will say Magic Kingdom, I always say this, and I'm like, Magic Kingdom has the worst food, I feel like. But then I'm like going and writing down all these things, and I'm like, I literally think we eat at the I guess not really. We eat at a lot of places, I feel like, everywhere. Like, I feel like we just have found those options, but it just feels like Magic Kingdom doesn't have a lot of options, I feel like. Okay, so first up, while you're walking down Main Street, you are going to hit Casey's Corner.
Oh, yeah.
So this is your classic hot dogs, simple meals. We love getting this for lunch or as a dinner right before the fireworks. We like to get a couple hot dogs. We bring our little tray over, pop a squat in our spot for the fireworks. We camp out, we sit, and we just get ready for fireworks. We like to actually camp out for fireworks, which I'm just going to say quickly, as a caveat. So when we sit down for fireworks, we sit down an hour to almost an hour and a half before fireworks. So we like doing this because it's we can sit, have our dinner, chill, and then get ready to watch the fireworks.
Yep.
A negative for Casey's Corner, I will say, it gets very busy during peak dining times because it is on Main Street. It is definitely one of I think the most busiest quick services, maybe in all of Walt Disney World, definitely in Magic Kingdom though. And all their seating is outside. They're under little umbrellas, but basically all the seating is outside, and it's obviously hot, and it's hard to find tables sometimes, we will say, if you're actually wanting to sit right by the restaurant. So some of our favorite items from Casey's Corner, we like to get the corn dog nuggets with fries. So these are just as they are, corn dogs, but in nugget form. And they're so cute. And you get so many of them, actually. You actually get so many. So that will run you $10.79. Plus, if you want to get the cheese sauce, I recommend to get the cheese sauce. It's an extra $1 to add on. We also like to get there a frozen mint julep lemonade as a drink. So this will run you $6.99. This is also technically something that would be considered a snack on the dining plan, just to remind you guys. And then Ozzy likes to get a foot-long chili cheese dog with fries, which will run you around $14.79.
Yes. That is my go-to Magic Kingdom meal.
Yeah, we love Casey's Corner. Don't knock it until you try it. We also are hot dog people, I think, though. I would have a Costco hot dog. I would have a hot dog at home. If you're not a hot dog person, maybe you don't want to go to Casey's Corner, but it is very good. And even if you just go there just to get the frozen mint julep,
very good.
Oh, that is so good on a hot day.
And if you're lucky, if you're sitting at one of the tables outside, they'll have someone playing the piano.
Yes. And it's very cute, and they play Disney music, obviously, and yeah, it's a good vibe.
It's very fun.
It's classic Disney World vibe to me, for sure. All right, our next spot.
I don't know. I don't have the
Take it from my lap, Buster. Oh no, you just swiped up. No. Too far.
It's right here.
Right there.
It was not too far, actually. It was right on the money.
All right. How do I get this away now?
So we are going to go to Pecos Bill. this is a hot topic between the two of us to talk about because we enjoy Pecos Bill. I think it's fine, but it used to be much better.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'll say for now.
Yeah.
But this is Tex-Mex style food. The portions are pretty decent size. You probably could still share them. That used to be something we like to do a lot. Mm-hmm. But they kind of changed how the restaurant runs. But you can still definitely do it. There is a lot of indoor seating, which is nice because if you need a break from the sun or whatever, like you'll be able to find a seat. Even if it's busy, like you may have to wait a little bit, but like there is a lot of seating. So a couple of items here that we like to get. The fajita platter, it's $15.49. Standard fajita platter, pretty good.
I think you get like 3 tortillas with that, so it would be 3 fajitas essentially.
Yep, and then you get your toppings and whatever. So it's good. The chips and queso is $5.49 and $1 for the queso.
Yeah, so it's you get your chips and you have to buy them separate. So you get chips and then you get queso. So it would be around like total $6.49, but you do have to buy them separate. But we have had it before and they're very good, especially if you're getting the fajita platter because you can kind of like
mix and match.
Yeah.
And then there is a frozen strawberry lemonade, which is pretty good.
I'm gonna say we are a sucker for a freaking frozen slushie in Walt Disney World.
Okay, but it's like a million degrees there. Of course we are.
That's what I mean though. Like, but like, I'm going to tell you right now, like you are going to see so many little, you can get this frozen drink here. You can like sign me up. A little bit of sugar and a little bit of cold to just like boost your mood for the day. 100% I'm getting that.
And that will run you $6.50.
Oh, and you didn't say where Pecos Bill is.
Oh, so Pecos Bill is in... what's it called?
It's like on the edge of Frontierland.
Yeah, kind of between Frontierland and then kind of heading towards Liberty Square.
Adventureland.
No,
because it's way over in the corner.
Oh, so that doesn't
You're not. Liberty Square is like up and this way.
It doesn't.
Pecos Bill's over here. So if you're coming from Adventureland around the edge, you're like coming around, and then to your right will be Pecos Bill. But if you were coming from like the center and you're walking down through Frontierland, it is in Frontierland. Technically, it is in Frontierland. Are you like so confused where Pecos Bill is?
No.
Oh.
But I'm just thinking of the Hall of Presidents. The Hall of Presidents isn't
so far away from Pecos Bill. Put a map on the screen right now and circle them, and you're gonna laugh at yourself. What do you think? It's across the road?
Where am I thinking?
I have no clue. You're thinking of Columbia Harbor House.
No, it's like kind of beside the pin store, is it not?
Presidents?
No, Pecos Bill.
Pecos Bill is, yeah.
Yeah, the Hall of Presidents is right down the road.
Okay, but that's a different area completely.
But it's right down the road.
It's a walk away. Anyways, don't think if you're in Liberty Square that you're like, oh, I'm right beside Pecos.
It's by Splash Mountain, okay? It's by Splash Mountain, which is Tiana's BioAdventure.
Frontierland.
Well, I know. I'm saying it's between Frontierland and Liberty Square.
No, Austin. Frontierland is here. Liberty Square is over here, and Pecos Bill is over here. If you're saying it's between, you're saying it's here. This is where the pin store is, honey.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Whatever.
I got a photographic memory, man. I know where everything is.
No, I'm picturing walking through Liberty Square, where the Hall of Presidents is, turning left, and then walking down the road and going there.
Yeah, you have to walk the whole way.
Anyways, this is about food, not geography.
Walt Disney World geography.
She took it away before I was done.
Sorry.
My point. You can also just get like classic burgers and salads and stuff at Pecos Bill. It's not only Tex-Mex. So if you have people who kind of want both, then you can still get both of them there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's reel this train in and get back on the topic
guys.
here.
All right. I feel like there might be a few arguments here about where things are located.
Where's this one located?
I'm gonna ask you where it's located. Okay, our next point, or our next little restaurant, quick service, is Sleepy Hollow. So this is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner spot. However, we always get breakfast here. This sells their iconic waffles, ice cream, funnel cakes, minimal outdoor seating. So not only is it outdoor seating, it is minimal seating, and 90% of your seating is in the sun.
Yes.
direct sun, especially in the morning, because the sun's not at its full peak yet. So it's like beating in on you. It's hot.
Yep.
A lot of the time. Oh, also this is not available as a dining. You can't get this as a credit, as a quick service, or you can't get it as a credit as a snack. So just so you know, that is also something. But we get the fresh fruit waffle, which is going to run you $8.49. And this is very much a shareable. I mean, Ozzy and I very much would love to have each of our own. However, you definitely can share it.
It is delicious.
It is so good. And it's so funny because Austin is not a waffle or pancake person. Like he swears that he gets sick if he eats pancakes. He hates pancakes. He hates waffles, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I really want to try this. So the first time we tried it, I was like, here, Ozzy.
I mean, it's
and the guy inhaled the whole thing.
It's fruit and chocolate.
On a waffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's like our best. I think it's one of my favorite places to get breakfast at in all of Walt Disney World.
Yep. I would agree.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
We are going to go Pinocchio. Oh, you didn't say where Sleepy Hollow is located.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sleepy Hollow is located.
Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is located in Liberty Square.
Yes.
And it's across the street from the Christmas shop.
Beside the Hall of Presidents.
It is beside the Hall of Presidents. So now you know that Pecosville's nowhere near Sleepy Hollow.
It's on the way.
I'm tired of this argument.
So Pinocchio's Village House. This is in Fantasyland.
Mm-hmm.
You like that? This is in Fantasyland. They do flatbread pizza.
Yeah, they do other things, but
that's what they're known for. Indoor seating.
Their specialty.
Indoor seating, and the upstairs has a nice view of Fantasyland. They have some windows you can kind of peek out.
We've actually never sat upstairs,
This is true.
But I've seen pictures and it's stunning, and I don't know why we never sit upstairs.
Yes. So you're going to talk about a couple of the pizzas. So buffalo chicken pizza. I thought we have had this.
No, we haven't.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This sounds like something I would like.
It
is $12.79, and that's what I would get if I was there right now.
Yes. Yeah,
maybe it wasn't on the menu last time we were there.
Yeah, we've never had this before. It wasn't on the menu. But I just said like that would be probably something that we would get now. But what we had gotten in the past is the first item that's there,
which is the margarita pizza, and it was
very good. But it wasn't on the menu when I was doing my research for this episode.
So basically, they have good flatbread pizza, but the type of pizza may vary depending when you go.
Yes. Yeah, like what they serve.
Yes.
The one that is always there is the all meat pizza, though. That's the one that Brandon and Heidi got when we went, and they liked it a lot too.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is Gaston's Tavern. So this is technically a breakfast or lunch spot. They have things like sandwiches, they just like little kind of nitty, like picky kind of things. What they are known for, though, is the one thing that we will discuss. However, the first negative that I will talk about is there's not a lot here, and it's also very minimal indoor seating. Like, so it's indoor, which is nice, but there is very minimal. I think there's literally 4 tables in that little thing.
It's also like out of the way.
If you're going to Ariel, it is on your way.
That's the only
But that is the only thing that, yeah. And that's New Fantasyland in general. Like that's where this is located. Also, it's in New Fantasyland. So it is up past Be Our Guest restaurant to the left. Yeah, so it's kind of out of the way to get there. But the thing that we like to get there, or I'm going to say Austin specifically likes to get there, I just feel like it's a little bit too much for me, like the flavor, the sweetness, whatever. But this is the warm cinnamon roll. It's huge. Like you easily can split it. Again, very shareable meal, a snack, I would say. Breakfast. It's going to run you $6.99.
It's very good.
But it's very good, and it's very big.
Get extra frosting?
Yes, you can ask for extra frosting. I think it's $1 maybe, probably.
Probably $1.
But it's very good.
Yep. And then Cosmic Rays is the last one, which is in Tomorrowland. And it's like the standard, just quick service. You can get burgers, fries, chicken strips, salad. I think they have a salad.
Yeah, they have a salad.
And it has a ton of seating inside, seating outside as well. You got Mr. DJ bumping the tunes.
No, it's not a DJ. He's Sunny Eclipse. He plays the piano live, baby.
Yeah, man. So you're jamming in there.
But that is what I said was the negative, is that it is Chuck E. Cheese vibes. Like, it is loud in there. It is loud. It is obnoxious.
But like, if you just don't want to go searching around for something specific and you just need something to eat,
and you're in Tomorrowland, and
it's an easy spot to go, and
yeah.
That's what you'll get. So the grilled chicken sandwich there is $12.79. I think you have had that.
You had that.
I had that.
Yeah.
Wow. And then the chicken strips are $10.99.
Yeah, I had to throw a chicken strip in there because the chicken strips, I feel like in all of Walt Disney World, are the same price. So it's around $10.99. So something, if you want to, if you're a chicken strip person, you want to write that down.
Yep.
But like anytime we go to those little classic spots, I'm always a chicken strip girl. Like, I would rather a chicken strip than a hot dog or hamburger.
I did have that sandwich.
Yeah, see, you remember. You remember now. Okay.
As far as Magic Kingdom, though, like that's
it.
That's all you're getting.
We will circle back around for snacks also. Like, I feel like we're definitely like a 50-50. Like, sometimes we prefer a meal, but then other times, like, I could totally survive on just getting snacks places. But yeah, that's it for Magic Kingdom, baby. Moving on to Epcot. So just a quick little caveat for Epcot, of course. So if there's a festival, you're probably going to rather get snacks and samplings from the festival booths. However, if you are hungry and you like need a full meal and you want to sit down, or you want to get something a little bit more like towards, like, if you're, for example, if you're on the quick service dining plan, these are options that you will have. So first up, we have Connections Eatery, and really, this could be the only eating spot, I think, in Epcot, and I would be 100% satisfied.
Yep.
So Connections Eatery is, I don't know what it's called. What is this area called in Future World? Whatever. I don't know.
Idea.
I don't know what it's called in Epcot. Sorry, Disney fans, come for me, but it's like right when you walk into Epcot from the front of the park to the left is Connections Eatery. It's right across the road from the Connections
Cafe
gift shop.
Oh.
Also beside Connections Cafe. It's attached to Connections Cafe, which is your Starbucks. And then it's across from the gift shop, which used to be Mouse Gear. So, just to kind of put it in perspective if you're unsure. But this is, like I said, it's in the best way a food court, but it has very unique meal options. Lots of indoor seating, beautiful, clean indoors. Like, I could sit there, like, if I was a Disney local, I would go here and I would sit and I would have a little lunch. I'd put my little AirPods in and I would just work away. Like, 100% I would sit here and like work and whatever. I'm sure it does get loud at some points, because anywhere you go in Disney, if it's a big area, it's going to get echoey and loud. But I love it in there. I think it's so nice. Literally, I wrote negative, literally nothing. Like, I can't think of a negative for Connections Eatery.
Yeah, it's really nice, because especially when you're kind of on the second half of your trip and you've been eating all that like standard, like not the best types of foods.
Yeah.
And then you go there and you look at the menu and you're like, oh, wow, like this stuff actually looks pretty good.
When you need some veggies, come here, because as I'm going to say right now, the General Tso chicken salad is going to run you, this is crazy to me that this is only $12.29. You get a full salad. Like, it is a big bowl of a salad. It has like mandarin oranges in it. It has like onions. It has like, I don't know, some crunchy things in there. And you get 3 full chicken strips on that freaking salad. And they're like coated in your seasoning or your sauce. That General Tso, whatever sauce. It is so good. I could literally eat that every single day. I think when we went on our last trip, I think I ate it twice, because it was so good. So that's a really, 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 really good option. I think even if you're not a salad person, I feel like you'd like it, because like you like it, and you're not like a big, like, you wouldn't choose to eat a salad if you went somewhere.
Yeah.
And then they also have back to this like cold drink, they have a Madagascar vanilla milkshake there. This is going to run you $7.49, but oh baby, it's a good milkshake. It is a good milkshake. And then they also have a seasonal liege waffle. These are like a little waffle. It's like very, very, very sweet. They normally have like a little bit of like chocolate coating around the edges. And then normally there's a little chocolate medallion of some character. Last year, this guy was featured. I think this year it's Orange Bird on there. This is going to run you $4.19. I guess this is technically a snack, so I probably should have put it in the snack options. But it's a really good like little quick bite. It's definitely not a breakfast though. That leaves waffle. No. Don't think that the waffle is making it a breakfast. It's not a breakfast.
It's small.
And it's like sweet.
Okay.
You want to try and say that name?
Oh god. Okay, so La Cantina de San Angel.
I think it's
Angel.
On L. Anel?
I'm so sorry, Alexis.
Angel. I don't know, something like that.
This is in Mexico, traditional Mexican food. It's kind of like right across from the like big pyramid. Is it a pyramid?
It's I think it's a Mayan temple.
It's right across.
It is in a pyramid shape.
It's right across from there, and again, traditional Mexican food. It's mostly outdoor seating. There is an option inside. Question mark?
We've never went to, but apparently if you're where the outdoor seating is, if you turn left, there's a door. You can go in there and it's all indoor seating apparently. We've never utilized that though, so. And
you can, the one thing I'm going to mention here is the tacos. The tacos are very good there. We had the tacos.
The tacos de barbacoa is very specific, but yes.
And these will run you $16.
Mm-hmm. They're good though. They're not like a Tex-Mex taco. They're like they have taco. Beans and rice and like nice, like really flavorful meat. They've got some like fancy pico de gallo on there. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Okay, moving into Italy. Again, like it feels like we're jumping around a lot for Epcot, but again, remember like we eat at food booths mostly too. So like remember that depending on what festival you're going for, check out the food booths. So there's no name for this. This is called the pizza window in Italy.
Is that actually what it's called?
No, that's the name I've given it.
Okay.
Because I can't find it. I cannot find it. This thing does not exist.
Okay.
So this is the pizza window in Italy. It is not always open. However, it serves slices of deep dish pizzas and OMG, so yummy. Only open during really busy times though, typically. So if it's like a peak season, go check at the back of Italy. It's at the very back of Italy. Walk all the way to the back of Italy to the left. There's a little tiny pizza window. Go there. Oh my God, they're so good. I didn't even write how much they are because like literally I cannot find them on the Disney app. I think it's literally just open randomly, but oh my gosh, those pizzas were so good. We had them with Brandon and Heidi on our last trip. I don't know if we were just starving or if they really were as good as they are, but oh my gosh, they are good. They're good pizzas. And we each got our own slice and it was like the perfect amount of pizza. Yep. And I'm not a deep dish pizza girly and I still liked them. Okay.
Keep turning my chair.
Sorry. Oops. There we go. Sugar.
Stop touching it. Stop touching it. She keeps touching the iPad. I'm trying to read. So now we are going to go to Regal Eagle Smokehouse in the US of A. Mm-hmm. This is classic American barbecue, indoor seating, and it's not usually that busy. You'll like always be able to find a seat.
When we've gone. Yeah,
and like anything with indoor seating and air conditioning is always a huge bonus. So it's not on the menu right now?
Not on the menu right now.
Wow. So pulled pork mac and cheese is... Who got that? Did you get that? No, I got the burn ends, didn't I?
No, you got it.
Anyways. The pulled pork mac and cheese was very good. I remember trying it. I didn't realize that I was the one that ordered it. I don't remember these kind of things. Like
I have the best memory in the world, and like it just kills me sometimes because I'm just like, I'm telling you, yes, this is the truth.
To pull up the footage. So they have, I guess they don't have the pulled pork mac and cheese, but it was very good when I had it. Mm-hmm. And then they have baked beans with burnt ends, which is $4.99, which is...
It's just like a side, like it's just a side portion for sure, but that's what I had when we went. Like I literally just got that, and then I had like some of Austin's mac and cheese because the mac and cheese was huge. It's all coming back now.
It's all coming back.
But yeah, so that's what I got, and it was really good. Something that's also very common here that I think Heidi gets, and actually I think Brianna, this is one of Brianna's favorite things to get there too, is it's like a half chicken or something. It's like a half roasted chicken or something. I couldn't imagine having that in the heat of whatever, but I feel like you would definitely eat something like that. But yeah, again, really, really good options. Okay, next up, we are going over to the UK. So this is the Yorkshire County Fish Shop. So this is like in the UK pavilion, right on the main strip. You don't have to go into the pavilion at all. It's right there. This now I had a really long time ago. We've never had this together. This is when I went for, I think when I was 16 or whatever. So it has been a long time since I've had this, I will say. However, this is like serving just literally, it just serves classic fish and chips, beer battered fish and chips. It's going to run you $13.49 per portion, but you're getting, I think it's like 2 to 3 pieces of fish, lots of fries. And it's like those classic fries. It's not your Disney French fries where they're like, little strips, which I love, but it's more of like a chunky fry. There is very little seating again, and it's all outside, but like if you like fish and chips, go here because it's very good. It's something I wish every year I want to go back there and eat there, but we never do because Ozzy's not a fish person. So we end up just going other places, but it's very good.
And I don't think you said this, but the beer battered fish and chips, it will run you $13.49.
I did think I said it.
You might have.
I think I said it, but that's okay.
Maybe I wasn't listening.
Yeah, maybe you were remembering how bad your memory is about the...
Okay. Anyways, let's just continue. So before we go to Hollywood Studios, again, I know you've said it a couple times, but the festival food booths at Epcot, just like don't forget about those. Like if there's a festival going on, prioritize the food booths and what they have to offer, because there's always such good food. At least at a handful of the booths, right? Like just don't forget about those.
Yeah. I was gonna get into something with the food booth, but I won't even get into it in this episode.
So then, like I said, we're gonna go to Hollywood Studios and start off with ABC Commissary. So that's just like your kind of standard like food court type. Like just go inside and it has AC, tons of seating, kind of like Cosmic Rays, like just a big restaurant. They do have some more adventurous food, so I guess it's kind of more similar to Connections. A little bit. Just by the fact that like it's a big building, you can go inside and eat, and there's like some different types of foods. So the shrimp tacos there are $12.99. Mediterranean salad with chicken, $12.79. Buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich, $12. And it's always good. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk quickly about the things I've gotten there. So I got the shrimp tacos and the Mediterranean salad. Again, they're just good things to get when you just want something fresh. Like you're just like, oh, I just need a fresh thing. And then the complete opposite side of the spectrum is the grilled cheese sandwich, that buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich. Oh my God, if I could order any food from Disney World and get it sent home, like that sandwich was so good when we had it. It was so good. Yep. Good options. All right. Next up, we have Ronto Roasters, which is in, I was going to say in Disney World. It's in Galaxy's Edge. So I don't even know how to explain to you where in Galaxy's Edge this is, because Galaxy's Edge is still so confusing to me of where everything is, because everything's so like turny, twisty, and everything's in whatever. But anyways, Ronto Roasters. You won't miss it. There's a big guy roasting a Ronto up there. It's like between the shops and the Millennium Falcon. Yeah. So anyways, Ronto Roasters. This is basically, you're only really getting wraps here, but they are really good. You're getting some fun drinks. There's minimal seating, and it's inside, but it's really just like outside, but undercover. You're not getting air conditioning with this place. So Ronto wrap is like the main thing you can get. You can get a breakfast option or a lunch option. We've gotten both and we love both. They're both very good. The breakfast option is like sausage, egg, and then it has this like creamy like peppercorn ranch, some type of creamy sauce that's a little bit spicy, like maybe like a chipotle in there. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then the
lunch wrap is again like it's like the sausage, and then it has like some coleslaw on there. I think it has that same ranch sauce. It's good. So the Ronto wrap, the time I checked, it was the dinner or the lunch option. So I think it's like basically the same price, but it's $13.29. And then they have really fun drinks there. So this one is one that's a non-alcoholic one, but it's called the Tatooine Sunset. It's basically like a Long Island iced tea without alcohol in it. That's how I would describe it. But it's around $6.49. But it's really good. We've had it, I think, a couple times, and I really like it. It's yummy.
And do you get those like chips too?
So
with the wrap?
No, so that's the next spot.
Well, I know you get it inside, but I couldn't remember.
You do not get chips. It's just the wrap when you're getting it at Ronto Roasters. But
but then there is Docking Bay 7, which is just beside Ronto Roasters, and this is again more like an inside big building, lots of inside seating. Simple eats made complicated? ? Is what the note is here. Indoor seating, which I just said. So you can get Ronto wraps here as well, only after 3 p.m. and it's like the lunch version, like obviously not with the egg. And this one comes with plantain chips.
No, it doesn't. So used to come with plantain chips.
She just totally sabotaged me because she wrote comes with plantain chips. And
normally
then was
comes
ready to say nope.
No, I wasn't I was planning on reading them all, and I knew what I was writing. You didn't do your homework I did all the homework for you, and you're just presenting the work that I did. that's what this is like. I
proofread it.
Yeah. So anyways, they used to come with plantain chips, but when I was looking at the menu yesterday, it's like they do nacho chips now, or like tortilla chips.
I'm totally fine with that. I was not the biggest fan.
Really?
Of plantain chips.
Oh my god! I thought the plantain chips were so good. It was such like a fun little option. But the reason I wrote like simple eats but made complicated, basically, like, I don't know, if you go and look at that menu, it's like they have like these weird, all the things have weird names, obviously, because it's from a different planet, but it's like their chicken strips are like chicken cubes, and like they're like they just have like these weird meats, and I don't know, it's just it throws me off with how the food is prepared and served, it looks like, and I just don't know if I would get anything else from there, because everything just, and I'm an adventurous eater, but everything looks just a little bit odd to me, and this is the best thing to get, so why wouldn't you just get the Ronto wrap?
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yep.
Okay, next up, Woody's Lunchbox. I have written here, best food in Hollywood Studios, however, the worst seating in Hollywood Studios. You are sitting in Andy's sweltering backyard. Most likely you're eating there for lunch or breakfast, I guess, but most likely lunch. And you are just being pelted by the sun. There are very, very small umbrellas.
Dripping sweat.
Oh gosh, it's brutal. It's awful. Like it is borderline painful to sit there and eat. But the food is so worth it.
It's so good.
Because we do it every trip.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically we like to get the breakfast or lunch tachos, and these will run you around $10.49. And I'm just realizing now we never wrote down how much the Ronto wrap was up there, but I'm pretty sure it was probably the same price as the first time. Anyway, okay, sorry. We get the breakfast or lunch tachos. These are delicious. It's potato barrels. It has, for breakfast, it's like your classic like gravy. It's like, I think it's like
egg.
And I think there's sausage in there. I think that's what you get in the breakfast. And then they have that like sauce on top. I don't know what it is, but it's good. It's like a queso, I think. And then for lunch, it's like chili and corn chips and sour cream, and my mouth is watering. But we always get the tachos, and there's other things on there that I want to try. Like I'd want to try, there's like a barbecue brisket melt or something, and then they have like warm tomato soup, and they have all these other things that look so good, but just the tachos are the best.
You were not talking into the mic, and it was just like kind of quiet. It's fine. No, it's fine.
Joey. Anyway, that's probably one of our favorite places to eat in Hollywood Studios.
Shout out Lunchbox Tart.
Aussie, that's a snack, honey.
I'm just shouting it out.
Well, you shout it out later.
Hot topic. So now we're going to head to Animal Kingdom with one of our other favorite quick service meals, I think, or quick service restaurants on property is Satuli Canteen. And that is what you wrote, the best quick service on Disney property, in your opinion. Hearty and filling without feeling heavy. In indoor seating, lots of it. And again, not really any negatives for this one.
I have 0 negatives for Satuli
because
Canteen.
it really is like hearty and filling without feeling heavy. Like that's a great description of like the food that you can get there.
Yeah.
The bowls you can get there, so they're gonna run you $13.29. You can
Around like
the bowls are different because depending what you get in the bowls,
depending on your meat is gonna cost you different. But this is a chicken bowl, so
chicken, vegetable slaw, boba balls, and then noodles, sweet potato, hash, rice, and beans.
You're picking.
Yep.
So you're picking between noodles, sweet potato hash, rice and beans, or salad as your base. We always get the rice and beans, but we have gotten other things in the past.
And then you get a dressing.
Yeah, and then we get the creamy herb dressing, and you want to ask for extra of that bad boy because it's good.
But the bowls are very good. They're very good.
Yeah.
And then they have the cheeseburger steam pods. And then you get those with, it's like chip.
Yeah, there's little chips.
Chip.
There's chips.
Things. Yeah.
They're chips.
They're just bao buns, and it's like a little cheeseburger inside, and they're $13.29, and they are delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love Satuli Canteen. Like I really love Satuli Canteen.
Yep.
Yep.
The only thing for us, I mean, sometimes it's kind of annoying to eat there though, because we go
the time of the day.
Yeah, because we go to Pandora first thing when park opens, obviously to ride Flight of Passage.
Rope
and
drop.
then we leave, and then you have to go back to eat there. So like, that's not. I guess that's kind of that's not really a negative on the restaurant, but that's just
the way we do
a slight pain.
Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do it, and we make it work. Like we very easily could eat at other places, but we choose to come back to there to eat. So I mean, if you wanted to set up, like if you were buying like Lightning Lane, for example, if you wanted to buy your Lightning Lane at lunch and then you just have your lunch like that, there you go. That serves that problem right there.
Yep.
Okay, next up. So, sorry, this is just a little caveat here. I wrote down the Harambe Market because I was just like looking at it and I'm like, wait, we've never actually eaten here, but it looks good. Like I was looking at all the things that were served there and I was like, oh, that looks good. So I feel like I'm going to put that on our list to try for this next trip to report back. But anyways, okay, moving on to the Yak and Yeti local food cafe. So Yak and Yeti is a table service restaurant, but they have a little side window and it's called the Yak and Yeti local food cafe. And you can just get like small portions for lunches of what you can actually get in Yak and Yeti. We've never had lunch there. However, we have recently discovered breakfast there. It is one of my favorite breakfasts in Walt Disney World, probably. So you can get a sausage and egg English McMuffin. Or no, that's McDonald's. It's just an English muffin. But you can get a sausage and egg English muffin for $12.99. Okay, I was confused when I was looking online. I thought that it came with the hash browns, and then I think it's going to be $12.99. However, it might not come with the hash browns, and we may be paying extra for the hash browns, or you pay for the hash browns on the side. But the hash brown bites are $4.99, and these hash browns are so good. They have like this really good seasoning to them. The sandwich on its own is really good. The hash browns are good. It's just like a good breakfast meal. Yeah, I think we had it 3 times when we were at Disney this last trip.
And then bonus is that Joffrey's is like right across the street, so you can get your breakfast sandwich and your coffee, and then like you're set for your morning food situation.
Yeah, and there is seating there as well. It is outside, of course, but there is seating there. And if you're going for breakfast, it was never busy when we went. Like never waited, never had to worry about seating. It was always pretty good.
Yep. Okay, so now we are going to go into Dinoland. Sad topic. Mm-hmm. Restaurantosaurus. So I wonder if this is going to change.
I'm assuming so.
The theming of this restaurant, well, yeah, probably will have to change. But right now, Restaurantosaurus, it's a classic burger spot, but it is very yummy. We haven't eaten here in a couple of years, but so it might be a little bit different now. But when we went there, it was very surprisingly good. Mm. They have they had like milkshakes and stuff.
I don't know if they had milkshakes. I don't remember.
Or ice cream? It was milkshakes or ice cream?
Ice cream. They had ice cream.
But we had a very good meal there.
I just said, like, it's just like your classic, like, burgers, chicken strips, fries, like that kind of stuff that's there. But I just wanted to point it out if you're looking for something like that. It is good burgers and stuff. So,
Yeah.
you want to say the next one too? Just
Sure.
because that was a little small
Yeah,
one.
a little small one. So Flame Tree Barbecue. This is one that we love. Classic American barbecue. It is all outdoor seating, which kind of sucks. It's covered.
Mm-hmm.
It is covered.
But it is outdoors.
But it is outdoor. And there is a lot of birds.
I don't know why this specific restaurant has so many birds around it, but there is literally so many of those little white birds with the long, nasty little beaks.
We also didn't mention Casey's Corner also has this problem.
Oh, yeah, Casey's Corner does. But I feel like this place has it way more. Like,
Yeah,
I notice it more with this
The
one.
birds are everywhere, and they will take anything you even think about knocking off your table. They
Yeah.
are right all over it.
They won't jump on your table. Like, if you're sitting there, they're not going to jump up. We've never experienced that, at least, but
No.
they're definitely around.
So a couple things you can get here is a mango slushy, which is $5.99. Baked mac and cheese with pulled pork and onion rings, $12.49. Smoked pulled pork sandwich with baked beans, $11.79. All of that sounds so delicious right now.
I know. I am so hungry.
I am starving.
I'm like halfway through this episode, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have had lunch before we filmed because I had
a bagel at 8:30 and it is now 1:00 and we've been talking about food for an hour. I am starved.
I am literally so hungry.
But anyways, Flame Tree Barbecue is very good. It's a great spot.
Yeah.
I think like Satuli Canteen and Flame Tree are like two you kind of like you have to eat at if you're there.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So now we're moving into, I just wanted to quickly touch on the resorts, and maybe I'll take the reins for this one just because I kind of know what I wrote about here, Ozzy. But basically, like with the resorts, we don't really eat there a ton, but there always is 1 to 2 meals that we will just have there because of convenience. So I just wanted to quickly run through what we've gotten before at the restaurants that we have eaten at. So Pop and All Stars is your, like, normally we just grab like a classic breakfast from there. So, you know, either your breakfast platter, an egg sandwich, Mickey waffles. So like normally that's what we would grab, and that's really only ever what we would grab. But now that we're staying at deluxe resorts, I think that there's going to be a lot better options for like your more quick service dining options at your resort, because at Pop and at All Stars it's just like a food court, and it's a literally just bare bones. There's a couple like fun little items, I think, but most of it is just like simple.
Yeah, and this is something to think about because like checkout days normally like you're just gonna have breakfast at your resort, so like
or lunch maybe.
So like do look into kind of what options if that's gonna be something that you're gonna have to do. Like
yeah,
just,
that's something you
mind.
prioritize. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so at Caribbean Beach, the quick service location they have is called Centertown Market, and this one we got before. We got a full pizza there before, and it was not good because I got food poisoning from it. But anyways, it was good, but it just didn't feel good later. Okay, so the hot Cuban sandwich was what I got when we were there. Actually, maybe it was what you got.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
because I think I would have got the fish tacos. But yeah, so
I definitely didn't.
Hot Cuban sandwich was very good. It was really, really good. And it was $11.79. And then the fish tacos, again, $10.99. These fish tacos were very good. Like for it being like a theme park fish taco, I was like, wow, these are good. At the Polynesian, we have never stayed at the Polynesian. However, we have had quick service at the Polynesian. You know what I'm about to say. It's Captain Cook's, and we have only been there for breakfast, but they sell the Tonga toast, which is famously known at the Kona Cafe in Polynesian upstairs. The Tonga toast, if you don't know, it's basically a cinnamon sugar French toast cube with banana cream filling. It is so good. But they serve it at the Captain Cook's restaurant, and it's only $10.49. However, you do not get the strawberry sauce that you can pour over it that you get upstairs in Kona Cafe. You just get regular like maple syrup. And then the breakfast burrito, this is Ozzy's favorite. It is so yummy and good. But it is $8.99. And I wonder if they sell this breakfast burrito at other of the deluxe resorts. Like I wonder if maybe they sell it other places because it's very good. Quickly over onto Animal Kingdom Lodge. So their quick service is the Mara. And what we got there, Aussie got the barbecue pork sandwich, runs you around $11.29. Aussie liked it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I got the fire roasted flatbread there, and it was $12.79. And again, very good. And just quickly running over to Disney Springs, because I only have one quick service that I will mention there. I think Disney Springs definitely excels at their table service restaurants for sure.
Yes.
But Disney Springs for quick service, I have Chicken Guy, and it's good. It's a good chicken spot. That's what I wrote. I don't know if Chicken Guy is included in the Disney dining plan, though. I would look into that if that's something you want to try, because I have a feeling because it's a third party, like because it's owned by a different entity, it might not be on the quick service plan. So look into it. But the buffalo mac and cheese is there, and that will run you $9.99. And the chicken tendies, which range anywhere between $6.99 to $8.99. Depends on how many chicken tendies you choose. And the chicken tenders are really freaking good here because they have like, I think it's a Cajun spice on their chicken tenders. Oh my gosh, they are so good. So good.
You didn't even say how much a chicken sandwich is.
Chicken sandwich from where?
Chicken Guy.
Is that what you would get? I thought you got the mac and cheese.
I know, but I feel like just, standard chicken sandwich.
Oh, sorry. What? I don't know. How much is it?
We'll never know.
Probably $12. I don't know. I have no clue. Sorry, I missed one meal on the entirety.
Cut. Re-record the whole thing.
I did all the work for this episode. All right, now moving on to snacks. You guys, I'm so sorry how long this episode is. This is insane. I did not think it was going to be this long.
Yeah, you did. We're at
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes.
Holy.
Pretty sure it's 2 hours. Okay, so snacks are pretty straightforward. However, from the Disney dining plan perspective, there are only very specific food options that are eligible for a Disney Stat Credit. Austin, for the people at home who are watching, can you please put up the logo that is beside a snack that you can use as a snack credit? Thank you. It's right here. Thank you so much. So a snack credit is typically a single food item, and it's normally around $5. Basically, your benefit is if you're trying to get the most value, if you find a snack credit item and it's more than $5, you are getting a good a good snack credit. And if it's under $5, it's normally not you should try to spend maybe just spend your money on that one and then use your snack credit on something that's higher value.
Yep.
Don't go and spend your dining plan snack credit on a banana, okay? Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Don't do that. All right, so let's we gotta
just
power through these places.
I'll rhyme off the Magic Kingdom.
All right, yeah, all of Magic Kingdom, go.
Okay, so the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. This is Mickey ice cream. You'll feel like a child in the best way, but it melts very fast because it's very warm. So double scoop will be $7.29. Mickey Pants Sink. This is a plastic sink Mickey Pants ice cream situation.
We got roped into it one time.
We did. It's $18.99. Sunshine Tree Terrace. This is where you get your Dole Whip.
No, orange Dole Whip.
Oh, this is the one on the side.
Yeah.
So that you get the orange Dole Whip here, which is $5.79, and then the I Lava You Float, which is $7.29. We have never had, but would like to try.
Yes, this is also in Adventureland.
Yes, and then if you keep going around the corner, you'll hit Aloha Isle, which is the Dole Whip spot.
Also in Adventureland.
By Dumbo. By the carpets.
Yeah.
Kind of it's like Dumbo.
You were
If you
in
get
the right
spit on
track.
a camel, just keep going, and then you'll find Aloha Isle.
Good one.
The pineapple Dole Whip is $6. Pineapple Float is $6.99, and the pineapple upside down cake is also $6.99.
What a value.
Liberty Square Market. This is where you can get the Mickey waffle with cheese sauce. $7.79.
You can get the Mickey waffle other places. However, I always just get it from this area. So
Cheshire Cafe. You can get the cattail for $6. Keep going.
No, I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, rude.
You gave me a look just keep on moving.
No, I just was giving you a nod you done?
What? You done? I've talked for a whole 10 minutes of this 2 hours, and I'm getting the iPad yanked away from me.
No, Austin. Okay. So moving into Epcot. Again, we've said it a million times, but we'll say it again. Go to whatever festival you're at and really go to the food booths. But these are the snacks we
With
like.
the exception of this first one.
All three of these.
Okay.
All three of these you need to get regardless of if you're going for a festival or not. Caramel coochie.
Oh my god.
I'm crying.
I can't believe you said that. Oh,
How am I supposed to say it?
Let's try that again. Let's go back to Epcot. Couche. Isn't it caramel couche?
Couche? Okay, it's probably...
That's better than coochie.
Okay, and no. Oh my gosh. Pardon my ears, guys. So sorry about that. Pardon my mouth, I mean. Caramel couche. This is where you get the Werther's original caramel.
I might need to do this. You got a laughing fit here.
Oh, no, hold
You're
on.
gonna be able to hold it together.
This is where you get the Werther's original caramel pecan cluster for $5.29. This is very good.
This might be my favorite snack.
We need to get more of these.
This is one of my favorite snacks in all of Disney World. It's like a turtle, but it's way better.
It's so good. We need to get more of these for sure.
And I like turtle. Like, I am a regular turtle lover. Like, I think my family gets me like 5 boxes of turtles every Christmas because I get one from like every member of my family because growing up I always liked turtles. Yeah. So I have a special soft spot for these turtles. They are so good. And I will even say, like, I am not a fan of a turtle. Like, I'll have a turtle, but it's not my favorite. This turtle is so good. Mm-hmm. Okay, now moving on to the Kabuki Cafe. Oh, sorry. Caramel Kushi was... What's it called? Koosh. Coochie again. Get your mind out of the gutter. You need to post how it's spelled so that people understand why I keep saying it this way. Okay, the caramel shop is in Germany, in Epcot. And then we're moving on to Kabuki Cafe. This is in the Japan Pavilion. And this is where you get the kakigori with sweet milk topping. This is going to run you $7.50. This is one of my favorite treats. It's just your classic shaved ice, but with the milk topping drizzle. So good. And then bonus that it's literally frozen ice. So it's very nice while you're in Disney World and sweltering. Yeah. And then La Artisan de Glace. This is where you get the macaron ice cream sandwich. You can get either the chocolate or the seasonal. It's going to run you $7. And this is so good. It's so good. It's a good size. It's big. It's good. Everybody always shares it with me, but I easily could eat it by myself. It's very good. Yep. Okay, moving on to Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios. The Trolley Car Cafe, which is Starbucks. This is one of my, I wouldn't say my favorite snacks, but I like this. You enjoy this. The carrot cake whoopie pie for $5.49. At the market, you can get Jack Jack's Num Num cookie, which is so always a good one. And I didn't write the price, so sorry. Woody's Lunchbox, Raspberry Lunchbox Tart, or the Seasonal Tart for $4.79. These are very good. We like them. We do. Ozzy's never going to let it go that our sweet friend Brianna does not like these, but we think they're very good. It's not that she doesn't like it. It's how negatively she talked about it. She was going on and on about how she was just going. Yeah, anyways. At the milk stand in Galaxy's Edge. We love you, Brianna. We do. We can get the blue or green milk for $8.99. Both are good. Mm-hmm. Anything to say about the blue or green milk? I like the green milk more. I think I like the blue milk more. Yeah. Backlot Express Wookiee cookie for $6.79. Very good as well. And then off to Animal Kingdom. Off to Animal Kingdom, we're going to go to Pongu Pongu. This is where you can get the Pongu Lumpia. This is it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a pastry filled with like pineapple and cream cheese, and it's hot and it's good. $3.79. And then you can get the Night Blossom here as well, which is like a slushie, but it's like a fun slushie and it's really good. This is $6.79. And then if you are looking for an alcoholic version of the Night Blossom, it's called the Rum Blossom and it is $15. This is one of my favorite snacks.
Bro, I wouldn't even consider that a snack, but I put it in here because I know it's your favorite. $15.
Well,
That's expensive.
It's an alcoholic drink.
I guess. Okay, moving over to Satuli Canteen. I put it in the snacks category because it is qualified as a snack. But it is the blueberry cream cheese mousse. It's basically like, it kind of tastes like a what's it called? What's that called? Cheesecake. It's kind of like a cheesecake, and it's very, very good. We normally get it actually when we go there. And then moving over to the Tamu Tamu Lounge. This is where you can get a Dole Whip. You can get a pineapple Dole Whip in Animal Kingdom, and it is $5.49. You can get other Dole Whip items here, but one thing I wrote down is that you can actually get a Dole Whip with booze, and it'll run you anywhere between $12 to $14 depending on what drink you get. But I figured I'd just throw it in there again because some people like that. And I'm just going to quickly close off this segment with Disney Springs. There are 2 places on Disney Springs property that we like to go to get some snacks. First one is Gideon's.
Woohoo.
You can get, is it a pound? Is it a full pound of a cookie? Or is it a quarter pound? Is it a half pound? It's a lot of a cookie.
It's a lot of cookie.
It's a lot of cookie, and it is good, and it is so worth it. It is worth your wait. If you have to wait an hour, honestly, it is worth it in my opinion. And I don't like to wait for things, but I will wait for a Gideon's cookie.
And also shout out to the peanut butter cold brew.
Yes, that as well. Very good. But each cookie will run you around $6. This is what you're going to do. You're going to literally buy any cookie. You will want more than one. You are going to bring them home with you. When you get home, you are going to cut them into quarters. You're going to put them in a Ziploc bag, and you are going to freeze them. And when you are missing Disney and you are missing a Gideon's cookie, take out a quarter, pop it in your microwave for 10 to 15 seconds, and you will thank me later. Mic drop.
Bam.
Literally so good. And then I just throw in here because this is pure nostalgia for me. But Goofy's Candy Co., you can make your own Rice Krispie treat here. It's around $5.49. And I really just think this is one of my favorite things to do in Disney Springs, but it's definitely down to nostalgia because I've done this almost every trip that we've been, and it started from when I was a kid. But it's just so fun. You just get to make your own little, you get to tell them how to make it, but you get to put what toppings you want on your little Mickey Rice Krispie treat, and it's just so fun, and it's kind of like a souvenir, kind of like an experience, but you also get a little treat of it, so I love it.
Nice.
That is our episode, guys.
That is a lot of
that
food
is a
and
lot of
snacks
food.
and information, and
so much information. So
we kind of ripped through all of those snacks. So definitely go back and kind of slow it down and give it a listen part by part. If you want to look into things more or kind of see pictures, because sometimes pictures really help with seeing if you want to actually go out and buy something.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, again, please follow the podcast, subscribe on YouTube. If you are looking to reach out to us and talk to us, our Instagram is @MikedUpMagicPodcast, or you can find me at @MagicallyKatelyn and Austin at @MagicallyAussie. And yeah, we will see you guys in 2 weeks. And
I would also like to say, if anybody could rate the podcast on Spotify or Apple, that would be really appreciated. You can leave reviews or just give a star rating. That would be really nice because we like to see what you guys think,
and if you guys are enjoying it. We think too, in the future, if you guys are leaving some written reviews, we definitely will read them out on the podcast too, which will be kind of fun and shout you guys out. So
but
yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, guys. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Love you.